You know, I feel incredibly blessed to work with the most qualified staff in the Southeast. You hear me say that a lot, and that I have that team, but I don't think I've ever expressed what an honor it is to work with this kind of talent. And we're so glad that our clients get to have an opportunity to work with that kind of a team. But where we have regrets is the fact that we have this great resource here in Mobile and Baldwin County. And we expanded our reach through, of course, online, but we're still not able to reach everybody. Well, today we can. We have a new program here at Personal Edge Fitness where you, too, can work with the most qualified staff in the Southeast and have real coaching accountability through Pledge today on the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast. Hey, good day, and welcome to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast. My name is Garrett Williamson. I'm president of Personal Edge Fitness. Thank you so much for joining us today. And with me today is Katie Carey, one of our exercise coordinators here at client coordinators here at Personal Edge Fitness, and she'll be also is the operations manager of our new Pledge program, which we're going to be talking about today. Before I get into this podcast, I just want to tell you how to get in touch with us. If you have any questions about this podcast or any others, or if you have any questions dealing with dispelling the myths of health, fitness, and wellness, you can reach out to us, area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. You can also contact me, Garrett, Garrett, at personaledgefitness.com. Personaledgefitness.com, of course, is our website. It's also our Facebook page, Personal Edge Fitness. Hit us up on X at Team PE. We'd love to hear from you. Look, this is exciting, a new advancement at here at Personal Edge because, well, you know as well as I do, what's the number one thing we sell?
Accountability.
Bingo. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and this is going to allow us to reach a lot more people, also reach them more effectively. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Pledge, how it works.
So with Pledge, we're having everybody start with just updating their client information. And so you're going to fill out a Google form for us. There's QR codes everywhere. If you can't find it, just send Garrett or I an email and we'll send you the link. But the Google form is super in-depth, and you may be thinking, well, I don't want to take that much time to fill out the form. It's actually so helpful with the information that it gives us and the insight. It allows us to create a really specialized program for the individual.
I tell you what we should do. We should drive Erica nuts, and because Erica's going to be editing this podcast, and so we want to make sure that the QR code shows up on here. So I think it should show up right between our heads, right there. Is that it? Yeah, right there. Erica, and also we're going to have that come up at the end too of the podcast, so we'll make sure it's placed up there a couple of times, but a few times because it is open to the public.
Yeah.
But tell us, you can sign up. Do the survey is in depth.
Yeah, the survey is super in depth. We go as far as asking how many hours you sleep at night. Yeah. Garrett, you want to talk about last night?
Yeah, I think a whopping 4 hours there last night. But also it goes into who does the cooking at home?
Yeah, who does the grocery shopping even,
right.
How many kids you live with, how many pets you have in your house, how many hours you spend a day doing things. Right. It really makes you think about, how you're spending your time.
This is beyond the normal, nutrition questions, fitness questions that we typically ask because it goes so in depth because the majority of folks come to us, but they come to us for a lifestyle change. And this is all aspects of your lifestyle.
Right.
So, and what happens once we get that survey? Once you
fill out that survey, you're going to get a lovely email from Erica. That'll send you all of the information to download the app that we're using. And then it'll log you on to our app through the link that she sends. And you're going to fill out all of your personal information and set up an account there. It's nothing too crazy. Right. Name,
pretty
height, weight. And then you have us accountability coaching you.
Right, exactly. And also, to get set up on this, one of the client coordinators will be reviewing the survey, and then there's another step to it.
Yeah, so we're setting up the goals based off of how active you are normally.
Right.
And then we're going to actually set your goal a little bit above what you normally are, just so that you have something to work towards and achieve. We found that we were setting just a baseline goal for everybody, and I've found even with some of my clients already using that they're blowing it out of the water, and I'm already having to up it for them.
And we're doing this for our clients, but we're also doing it for the general public. And this other step is that once the survey is done, you can actually schedule a consult with one of our staff members and one of our client coordinators to review your survey, go over your goals, and actually set up your programming. So even if that's the neat thing about Pledge, is that even if you're not working out with us here, you can use our coaching accountability. So you're working with the most qualified staff in the Southeast. We want to try to reach as many folks as we possibly can, and we've actually got clients that train online with us out of the state. Believe it or not. So, that one-on-one coaching session, that one-on-one consult is rather valuable.
Oh, it's for sure valuable, and it gives you an opportunity to get to know us just as well as we get to know you.
Right, exactly. Tell me all that the app will track, though.
So the app tracks not just how many minutes a week you're exercising, but your heart rate. And so it's a heart rate based tracking. It's going to set a blue zone and an orange zone, and you have target minutes to get in each. The blue zone is going to be our moderate intensity exercise, and then that orange zone is our high intensity exercise.
Right.
So we definitely want more minutes in the blue for most, and then I'm averaging about 30 minutes in the orange zone each week for our clients now.
Yeah.
Along with that, it tracks calories, nutrition.
Right.
The nutrition tracking is unlike normal apps like MyFitnessPal or anything. I don't know if Garrett, you want to give a little speech on that?
I love this. Exactly. I love the nutrition. The main challenges that we have when it comes to nutrition, believe it or not, are not a lack of a certain vitamin. There can be lack of protein. We can see things like that. But the first challenge that most folks have is they're not paying attention to what they eat, and they're not paying attention to the amounts. If I ask somebody, what'd you eat? They'll give me that look up to the right. Yesterday, I think I had this, that, and the other. And when you actually track it, it is amazing. It's surprising.
Oh, yeah.
The difference in what you thought you were eating or how much you thought you were eating versus what you actually were. And also, if we knew the amounts and what you were eating, and we knew the times of days, the time during the day that this was happening, there's so much we can do for you. We can actually help your lifestyle. Well, the neat thing about this app, and I'm a big fan, you've heard me talk about it on the podcast before, I'm a huge fan of MyFitnessPal, but a bit tedious, I don't know if you have any clients that have continually used it.
No, not that I know of.
Most everybody I get on it ends up getting off of it, and I keep bugging them to get back on it because it is a fantastic app. Well, with the Pledge app, we've simplified it.
Yeah.
Big time. It is as easy as taking a picture of your plate of food or your apple or your protein bar.
Can even be your water bottle.
Exactly. Even water bottle. We have people check in with their water all the time. And then give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, a thumbs sideways.
Yeah, and that's based off of how you feel you did with that meal.
Exactly.
So it's putting the accountability on you to make that decision.
Right.
And it's also forcing you to reflect on how you feel you did with that meal, which
Absolutely.
I love. Kind of makes you think about what you're eating.
It gives us a lifestyle approach to your nutrition. So too many times people think that, hey, just write a diet and I'll eat that. That's trying to change your entire life to a whole different way of eating. And this is why this is not sustainable.
Right.
It is so much easier to take what you're already doing and then make tweaks to it, make changes to it. By seeing the entire breadth of the day, we can find weaknesses. We can find simple changes to your program, and this app makes it so easy.
Right, and it's not as tedious as tracking, all the individual calories or anything.
Exactly. Well, that's not the only thing you can track. You've got nutrition, you've got definitely your fitness.
Yeah.
And I love what you said about the different zones because and the zones are different for everybody, but it's done by heart rate.
Yeah.
But body composition also.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of different options for body composition to track. They have scales that go with it, and the scale uses bioelectrical impedance to give you your body fat percentage. So not only does it do weight, but it also tracks your body fat percentage. There's a spot on the app to input your measurements,
Right.
which I think is super cool, and then progress photos. And they're only your coach can see those. So.
Exactly. This isn't open to the public. It is. So if you're doing the progress photos, which we heavily encourage, they're like Katie says, only your coaches are going to see those. And we've got some raving fans today about the Pledge app, I hear. So some of our four-legged compadres here are cheering us on about the Pledge app. Let's just say that. So. Also, now we've talked about heart rate, and we've talked about body count. Thank you so much, Apollo.
Oh, come here.
He's a little too excited. We're going to let him exit the room. He's got some work to do, evidently. Pardon that pause, though. But we were talking about body composition and a scale, and we're also talking about the need for heart rate.
Yes.
So obviously there's some devices involved. Now I know you can purchase a scale. Yes, and the Nuvita scale that we use works with the app. But you can actually do your weigh-ins here. And as far as heart rate's concerned, how do you handle that?
So heart rate can be done either through your Garmin watch or your Apple Watch if you already have one, or again, we have monitors available for purchase that are armbands. So it's not the chest strap that, most people dread putting on. It's just an arm strap, just like our watch would be. But it's awesome that it syncs with Apple Health for the Apple Watch and the Garmin watches.
Exactly. So if you already have something that measures heart rate, you should be golden. Should we have any problem whatsoever? You can actually the app syncs to the Apple Health.
Yeah.
And also syncs to Garmin. So if you've got a heart rate monitor, you're probably golden.
Yeah.
But if not, this is a very inexpensive armband that goes that for separate purchase, of course, that goes with this, like you say, and syncs. I mean, seamlessly too. It's really easy.
So one benefit of actually having that armband is that you can do live workouts, and it shows you a graph if you're in the blue zone or the orange zone. Unfortunately, us watch users don't get that, but it's an awesome feedback if you do have that armband.
It is neat. And we're not trying to push that by any means, but if you don't have a device, or if you want that live tracking, you can actually see it on your phone. Are you in your gray zone? Are you in your orange zone? Are you in your blue zone? You've got that, like Katie said, you've got it live there. But there's even more. I mean, there's another aspect to this app that I love that happens to go with the Catalyst program and the In It to Lose It program, what I call the success of those programs. And it happens to be the communication.
Yeah, the social feed.
Right.
We basically have a mini Facebook on the app. I mean, you can post if you really like a certain peanut butter, or you got a great workout in and you want to share it with everybody here at Team PE. Just post it on the social feed, and I think it's going to be a really awesome communication tool for all of us.
That's the thing that we're very proud of, and has made a big difference here at Personalized Fitness, and we call it our success. The number one thing we sell is accountability, and the number one reason for our success is our culture.
Oh yeah. And
this is a way to turn our culture out to the public, for that matter. And keeps our clients engaged. They're very engaged when they're in the facility,
right?
But now they're even more so engaged because they're engaged on the app outside the facility, and
right.
That just gives you raving fans.
Right, and it allows our morning clients to interact with maybe our afternoon clients that they don't get to see often. And we can even run challenges, and you better believe that your coordinators are having challenges based off of your exercise.
Absolutely. So that was another part about it. I was waiting to get to that because once you get involved with the app, then there is an opportunity to be involved with the different challenges that we do. So talk about those a little bit.
So we offer maybe even as short as 2 for the In It to Lose It, but anywhere from 2 to 6 week challenges that we can run in the app that are just going to set goals for you to track a certain amount of meals, track a certain amount of workouts per week, and hit those fitness goals that we've set for you, and encourage you to get a weigh-in, maybe once or twice a week, depending on what we set the challenge to.
And we can do it like we do in our In It to Lose It, where everybody is competing against themselves. They're trying, and they're all in it together, and they're big fans of each other. or you can do it where you've actually got one of
Right.
one of the companies that we work with. They're all of their employees. They want to win. They want to compete against each other, and so you can actually do that within the challenge, and that's with our clients or people outside that aren't working out with us on a regular basis.
I can't wait to run a real competitive one here at Personal Edge and see how it goes.
The thing is that there may not be direct competition going on amongst the clients, but I promise you, the client coordinators will have some competition going on amongst each other. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, think about the competition that we have for the whiteboard workouts already and the extracurricular workouts. I mean, it's just going to go through the roof. And that's another thing is it offers your coordinators and your trainers to track those extracurricular workouts that you're doing.
Right.
And extracurricular are just the extra workouts that you do outside of your sessions, but it gives us insight into what you're actually doing outside of your sessions. And maybe you're not coming in here to get a workout in, but I have one of my clients, he goes golfing. He's been golfing twice, but he walks 6 miles while he's there.
Oh, wow.
And he's burned over 1,200 calories both times he went.
Fantastic.
So, and it all got logged on the app.
Great. And that, again, that speaks to whether you're working out here or you're not working out with us. If you never worked out with us and you're just looking for the coaching accountability, well, your client coordinator that you actually do the consult with can see what you're doing, can follow you in your workouts, and actually send you messages on a regular basis. I mean, directed messages targeting your percentage of your how much you're in your goal. There's several things you can track. So that goes.
Yeah, you can track a lot of it, and I've actually found myself waking up first thing in the morning now, and I want to log on and see what my clients did yesterday.
Exactly. So, well, you've got some examples of success stories we've already had. With Pledge.
Yeah. One of my clients is down 9 pounds in the past 2 weeks already.
Awesome.
And it's really awesome when I send them accountability coaching messages. It sends a message to their coaching wall, but it gives them a notification instantly. Right. And so even a small reminder to track dinner, or, hey, you forgot to track lunch. Why don't we finish off tracking the rest of the day? Or, hey, I haven't seen your water yet today. How much water have you had? Just little reminders like that.
It's support, and it's a fan that also happens to be a kinesiologist. I mean, that knows. Trust me, again, like I've always said, it's the most qualified staff in the Southeast. Know all about exercise. We can tell when you're having a tough day, or maybe we've set the goal and we had big goals at the beginning, and maybe we set those daily goals a little bit too high. Fine. That's why we can watch it and we can actually make those adjustments as we go.
Yeah, like I said, I had to up one already.
Yeah,
so.
We love it when that happens, of course, obviously. So anyway, but the just to let you know how to get in touch with us. Well, I'll tell you about how to get in touch with us, but also if you're interested in learning more about this, what I recommend doing is I recommend filling out the survey, and you can do that by hitting this QR code right here. Yeah. Click that QR code, and it will actually take you to the survey. You can fill it out, and then we'll reach out to you as far as getting you involved in the app and see if we can set up a consult, see if we can help you in your program. There's several different levels. So if you're just interested in just want some tracking, there's a level for that. If you want to go all the way up to doing the challenges with us, of course, we'd love to have you there. And of course, we'd love to have you involved in the facility if we can. So, but if you're interested in more information about this, please give us a call at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. You can also reach out to me, Garrett, Garrett, or you reach out to Katie, Katie, at personaledgefitness.com. That's our website and our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. Any closing remarks about Pledge? If I forgot something massive, this may go on a little longer.
I don't think we forgot anything massive. Just a reminder, though, it is better to be consistently good and occasionally perfect than always striving to be perfect.
Absolutely, especially when it comes to your nutrition. No such thing as bad food. We're just looking for a good lifestyle. We're looking for what works for you, the best way and easiest way for you to hit your goals. And because our main goal is, of course, help you reach your level of wellness. Katie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And contact us about Pledge. We hope to see you soon. Take care.